What is good? What is good, my good YouTube people, man? We're back for another animated Chainsaw Man chapter. I didn't even know how I was gonna start this chapter. Is that staying in? Maybe. The best start would be the identity of the fake Chainsaw Man being revealed. Now, that being a parallel to the past, that being the brother to the past person that died in the cockroach fights, the devil cockroach fight scene, was not a bad homage. I like that. I like that done. It's not bad foreshadowing. I don't think it's as great as everyone's hyped up to be, because I feel like Tatsuji could have done that with literally any character within the series. Now, I argue he set it up way better because he gave a panel to their face, so that's way so that way it could pay off later on. But I do feel like any character that died within the recent series, he could have just made them a twin and then the exact same thing over and over again. But the point I'm making is the fake Chainsaw Man identity wasn't really, I don't think it was handled to the best of its ability. Like, we didn't know who they were for majority of the series, and all hints gave us a student, but not necessarily which student. So I don't think it was that big of a big deal. Many people praise it as good writing. I say it was okay. The only thing I found ridiculous about this whole thing is like the Fire Devil's like reasoning. Like, it's Denji's fault they died, or at least blame Denji for like the death of the first twin, which the second twin I gave you, he cut his head off, but like the first twin, come on. There were so many people you can blame. For number one, you can blame the cockroach devil for throwing him, for letting him fall. Number two, blame the falling devil for letting him fall. Number three, blame the concrete devil for being so damn hard. Like, there's so much blame, but Denji for like not saving him? Nah, I think that's a little bit ridiculous. But into which we got onto the most interesting part of the chapter, in which the Fire Devil talks about the choice that Denji would have to face in the future. To which I don't know how the Fire Devil would notice, but presumably there's a choice being made that Denji will have in the future. Now, for us Naita believers, we think it's going to be between Naita and Asa or Yuro. For the deniers, they think it's going to be between Asa and Yuro. And to all those two choices, I'm not gonna lie, I feel like it's just too easy, honestly speaking. Like, this is Tatsuji Fujimoto we're talking about here. You know, the man who wrote a whole chapter about Denji getting jerked off in an alleyway. There's no way he's just gonna give us this, well, it's this or that type of dynamic. It's such an easy choice that I don't think Denji can mess it up. I think there's gonna be a little bit more to this. Like, let's say, for example, Denji had to give up Paichida for Paichida, Yuro, or Asa. Like, he had to bring one of these people died, and he had to bring one back to life. Now, that there's a, you know what I'm saying? That there's a far different dynamic, because there's a higher loss factor. The greater the loss, the more it can be felt empathically. Like, for the Naita believers, no offense to Asa, but that's little sis. I know her forever. I just met you a week ago. And for the Yura and Asa, no offense, Yura, but you're crazy. Asa's at least human and has compassion. Like, it doesn't seem that hard of a choice, and that's why I'm leaning to it for the future choice being like it'll be something very difficult. Because if it's not that difficult, then really where's the payoff / hard work in a sense. And throughout the entirety of the series, I don't think Denji would take the choices. Like, Denji's the guy that just defies fate. Like, beating Makina, that was defying fate. And we've seen this foreshadow all like throughout the series. Like, when he reunited with Yoshida in the cake factory, he said, you're not getting the cake, you have to choose now. And then Denji, what does he do? He cuts the cake in half with his hand. And I've actually saw someone foreshadow this too, saying Denji cut the cake in half, and Asa having the cake t-shirt, meaning he might cut her in half. depending on what he used. Hey, let me stop there. But yeah, like, I think these are all foreshadowing elements that could lead somewhere. And Denji is known to take the third choice. He wants a third option. Even back when he had to choose between Naita and Chainsaw Man, he wanted the third option. Now, if Naita is alive, he did get the third option. But if she died, then I guess he kind of chose Chainsaw Man. Sad times. But the overall point being, I think Denji most likely will find a way to take a third option. Like I said, he defies fate every day, so it's just another day being Denji. I always take time to say I'm right. Asa got folded by the Fall Devil. Not really folded, but like she couldn't win. And I love the fact that she said Do you want to save me? Not save me, Chainsaw Man. Do you want to save me, Chainsaw Man? I love that pride within us. It's like, I'm never, ever, ever gonna say save me, Chainsaw Man. You're still my mortal enemy, and now I guess her dog. So to big up Chainsaw Man like that, it's just not in her. She'll practically like self-delete herself. Yes, love saying that. I'm keeping that in too. But yeah, like she rather that option than to just like openly say save me, Chainsaw Man, because like it like from like that like once you say that phrase, like it's just like it's kind of like admitting defeat. And I love her character for saying, do you want to save me? Not save me, do you want to save me? And I think it's fire. But with that, that's pretty much all I have for this chapter. Like I said, very good chapter. I can see a path in where the series is taking, and I'm liking where it's going more. I'm feeling more confident about the series, so I like to say we're moving. But with that, it's been B3. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay animated.